Hey all, Loz D Punch Out TV. How are you all doing out there? Hope you're all well on this Wednesday evening. I've just finished listening to the Simon Jordan Spencer Oliver podcast from today, and I can't believe what I was listening to. I had to switch it off towards the end because Simon Jordan has had a secret meeting with Conor Benn at some place down Dorset or somewhere, the Grosvenor Hotel or somewhere. And then he's done a podcast today with Pob, Spencer Oliver, talking about Conor Benn, saying he's a decent guy. He said it about 3 or 4 times. He's a decent guy. He's a smart guy. Conor Benn said to him, "Do you think I'm a drug cheat? Do you think I'm a drugs cheat?" Simon Jordan replied and said, "I hope not." Why is Conor Benn having secret meetings with Simon Jordan? I'll tell you why. Because he's gone after Simon Jordan now, because this is the guy who has beat the drum about Conor Benn being on drugs, being a drugs cheat, and saying he needs to come out and prove his innocence and stuff like that. Conor Benn is now using TalkSports and using Simon Jordan now to get on board to be his PR man, to try and win the fans over and the board over, because Simon Jordan's got some clout, some serious clout about him. It's just so wrong. It's so wrong. Simon Jordan now saying the 270-page dossier. Conor Benn never said that, or Eddie Hearn never said that. It's 40 pages. When he's on Piers Morgan saying that, and Eddie Hearn and the papers have all said it, saying that he never ripped up his boxing licence. It ran out and he didn't know it had run out. I tell you, this is where we're at with boxing. Simon Jordan has just made himself look an absolute bellend. An absolute bellend, because this guy's beat the drum for 15 months since last October, saying he needs to come out, he needs to prove this. Now he's saying that he's been badly advised, and whoever's been looking after him and doing his PR for him have badly advised him. Why don't you, Simon Jordan, why didn't you get Conor Benn to come on TalkSport and then talk there? He's saying that, and let the boxing fans make their own decision, instead of having meetings with him, and now you are sniffing him and sticking up for him after, like I say, banging the drum for the last 14 months about him being a drugs cheat. But Eddie Hearn's loving this. Now he's got Simon Jordan on board, because really TalkSports was the only platform what was banging on about it. You know, Simon Jordan's roasted this guy for 14 months, and now he's his best mate. Saying, he's a clever dude, he's a clever guy, he's a smart kid. What's that got to do with it? The guy's a drugs cheat. He's a drugs cheat. He keeps saying he's got all this evidence and he's coming out and he's going to provide it. He's provided fuck all. Nothing. Nothing in 14 months. Absolutely nothing. He won't go in front of the board. Robert Smith has declined his licence again after they applied for one. It shows you that he's got no evidence. He's saying he's got scientific proof that he can prove that he wasn't intentional and all this. Well, where is he? Because Robert Smith and the British Boxing Board and Control have seen nothing. So that's why they revoked your licence again. So now you're using the media to win over the fans and push Robert Smith and the British Boxing Board of Control into a corner. You tried it with Piers Morgan and it didn't happen. It backfired on you. Made you look even more guilty than what you were before. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to be harsh on this kid. The kid's a drugs cheat. Twice he's failed 2 drug tests. They're pushing for this fight with Chris Eubanks Jr. at Tottenham Hotspurs in February. Eddie's saying that, going round a couple of weeks ago, saying the fight's been made, it's going ahead. It'll be in the UK. How can he be in the UK when you're pending an appeal? When the British Boxing Board of Control won't give you a licence because you've not even been to see the board, let alone presented any evidence in front of them. So until you can provide some evidence to prove your innocence, you're a drugs cheat. And that's why you can't fight in the UK. And it's proved in your last fight. How have you gone from knocking people out to all of a sudden you've got no power? You're pillar-fisted. I watched that fight where he fought that Mexican dude with the bad haircut. And he hit him with everything but the kitchen sink. And didn't even dent that lad. Didn't put a dent in him. He's talking about he's going to want fight Jerome Boots Ennis. Fucking bullshit. You're never going to go anywhere near Jerome Boots Ennis. You won't go anywhere near Virgil Ortiz Jr. saying you want all these big fights. You're shit scared of David Avavician, but I'm going offline here. What my point is, the amount of arse sniffing now and rimming coming from Simon Jordan, the last one who was against all this. Like I say, it was that bad that he had his tongue up Conor's arse that far. I had to switch it off because I've listened to Simon Jordan rinse this guy, rinse him. He had Eddie Hearn on his show twice to try and talk it out with him, and Eddie Hearn's just smoked him both times. But now they're using TalkSport. Is it because they're going to do what Tyson Fury did? Not allow him to come to their fights? I think so. And then what TalkSport's going to talk about? Having secret meetings with Simon Jordan. Simon Jordan saying he'll be out this week he'll be in the front of whoever, the media, to prove his innocence and all this nonsense. It's utter rubbish. It's utter rubbish. Why has it taken 14 months for this kid to provide any kind of evidence and he still hasn't done it? Why has he not done it? If you've got this evidence and you've paid... And Simon Jordan's sticking up for him, saying, oh, he's lost loads of money because he's paid for all these scientists and these lawyers. So fucking what? So what? The man's a millionaire. He's a spoilt brat who's born with a silver spoon in his mouth and thinks he's bigger than what he is just because his dad's a legend. Why should you get special treatment just because you're the son of a legend? Why should you get the special treatment? You're a drugs cheat, and you know you are. That's why you can't provide any evidence. Because if you did, you would have done it. Coming out of all this nonsense. Now saying it's not a 270-page dossier, he never said that. It's 40 pages. Alright, so where's this 270-page dossier been spoken about for the last 14 months? Tell you, Conor Benn is the puppet master, and Simon Jordan is a fucking muppet. An absolute muppet. But yeah, like I say, I listened to it and I turned it off. I turned it off after a while. I couldn't listen to the bullshit no more. Now they've got TalkSports on the side, and now they're going to pump out the propaganda that he's not a cheat. Saying to Spencer Oliver, he's mad with you, Pop, because you said he's a drugs cheat. Well, he is a drugs cheat. I agree with Spencer Oliver for once. He is a drugs cheat until he can prove he's innocent. He's been found twice with clomid or clomifene in his blood system. Twice. He's a drugs cheat. And that's end of. Until, like I say, until you prove you're innocent, I'm going to keep calling you a drugs cheat. Peace out. Let me know what you think. Peace out, and I'll catch you soon.